Hello everybody, welcome back to Simulated Heaven and welcome back to Train Simulator 2015. I've got a new add-on that is brought by Justtrains. It was released I think only yesterday or very recently. It is called The Story of Forest Rail, and basically it's a Japanese line, and it's very interesting. It's very different from any other add-on that they've done. So, yeah, without further ado, let's have a go. Morning driver. This shift requires you to drive this Kiha 750 DMU to Rintenjo, and I obviously can't say that because it's Japanese. Station. Stop at all stations and pick up passengers. Press 9 to see the 2D map and check if your part is set correctly. So you need to be very careful in this scenario that you make sure that all of the points in the rails are correctly configured. So you see over there, we need to go pick up the carriage over there, or the train over there. So before I start talking about anything about this, I'm going to see if I can sort this out. I'm going to turn off the lights. We don't need lights on. It's kind of daytime. So we just need to pull past this point, and we're speeding already. Awesome. So I just need to pull past this point here, the second one, so that I can make myself go the other way. There we go. Apply the brakes. I'm going to try not to use emergency brakes all the time. I had someone who told me off in the comments section saying I always use emergency brakes incorrectly, which is accurate, but yeah, I'm not a professional train driver by any stretch of the imagination. So it looks like we need to change to this one, so then we should be headed here. Yes, okay, back. So then we need to switch to go in the other direction, like so, and then we need to set off again, brakes off. And someone also said I shouldn't use 100% power straight away, which is fair enough. Like I said, I'm really not a professional train driver. I'm more of a casual train driver. I do rather enjoy these games, but I don't, you know, it's not my only passion. Okay, so let's try not to crash into the train that's in front. I really like the look of the train station and the shed and everything. It looks really nice, really well made. It certainly has a very interesting style. The style is unlike anything else I've seen. Let's use the coupling camera in a minute. Nope, we're going too fast now. And I did use the emergency brake, just because I thought I was going to crash into the train in question. So just after saying I was going to try not to use it, I then did use it. Oh, well, that was the wrong side. So do you click it again? No, so it only shows me coupling camera for that. Anyway, whatever. As usual, I made a mistake straight away. That's fine. Right, so we need to couple these trains together. Like so. Then we need to make sure we're going in the right direction. Yep, looks like this direction. So let's let on the passengers. Now, what we need to do now is we need to press 9 again. And we're heading up in this direction, so what we need to do is change the point here back. Is that correct? No, this one? No, this one. There you go. I think I've got it finally. Because we want to continue on this side of the line, the right side of the line. I believe that's what we have to do. Okay, so everyone is on. It says we need to stop at Numahara up in 3 kilometers, just over 3 kilometers actually. So let's get started. It says we can go up to 80. So what we can do is have a look at the train. Now I think this train looks pretty amazing. It looks pretty unique. And it looks pretty amazing. I mean, you would say it's not mega high res everything, but the detail is pretty nice looking. And obviously I think there's a limitation they can use within the train sim engine. But for me, this train looks pretty nice, pretty unique. So I'm pretty impressed with that, really. Now, are we going to stay on the right side? We have stayed on the right side, that's good. Because like I said, I believe that's what we have to do, stay on the right side. Because then, I believe when we are at Numahara up, we need to head off right. Anyway, yes, I think this is correct. So, in Japan, would they drive trains on the right side? I can't remember. Maybe they do. No, actually, when I was in Japan, I was pretty sure the trains were still on the left side. Anyway, it seems like it's working because it's counting the distance from the station, okay, so that seems to suggest I'm on the right side. Anyway, we're about to be speeding soon. Now, of course, this is quite a simplistic train, but the interior, again, is nicely modelled. I wouldn't say this is, like, amazing. It certainly is not the best work I've seen from Justtrains, but it's pretty nice, pretty good, pretty well detailed. And I slowed down too much. But it's kind of okay, because we're getting quite close to the... Yeah, so let's just back off a bit more. Oh, so I think the roller blind. Yeah, look, that's cool. That is cool. So you can interact with roller blinds. Always a bonus. And there isn't a lot of stuff you can use in here. There's like a brake, handbrake, and obviously the things I showed you here. But it is a rather simplistic train, but it looks really cool to me. We got some wipers here. Horn. So yeah, all is good. Right, so the station is in under a kilometre, and as you guys can see already, and as I briefly said, the graphics of the environment to me look absolutely fantastic. And look at this town we're heading into. Just looks really cool, and I am getting a pretty solid frame rate. Obviously I'm recording. I find when I record this game it does hit the performance by quite a bit, because when I was not recording I was getting 40 FPS quite easily, you know. But look at this town. It just looks really, really nice to me. Really well detailed. I love it. Right, we slow down too much there, guys. Okay. So let's try and stop at the end of the station. And like I've said before, I'm pretty sure they've got a limitation on them from the game engine, but they seem to be squeezing a lot out of the engine of this game, and they're making some really nice add-ons. Much nicer, in my opinion, than most of the ones that you get officially from the makers of Train Sim. So that's cool. Okay, so there doesn't seem to be anyone actually getting on the train, or maybe they already got on. And it seems like there's not a view from inside the passenger cabin, but what you can do is you can obviously turn around. Oh look, there's some people in. Now the people do actually look like they are Japanese, which is great, because I believe in the regular add-ons you get, usually they just always have the same looking people, you know. So at least in this they did make an effort. Now I'm going to slowly start heading off. I want to make sure that the path ahead is correctly set. Because like I said, in this you need to be careful. So I believe we're branching off to the right. Now do I need to change... Ooh. Do I need to change anything? No, I don't. We should be good. What's the speed limit? Okay. So we should be good. Now, after what I just said about the graphics, I did get quite a big frame drop there. But I do think most of this is because of the video recording. I think if you weren't recording, you'd get a much smoother experience. Like I said, I did a little bit of the route before I made the video because I like to at least have an idea about the scenario and the train I'm using before I make the video. And I was not really getting any of these crazy drops then, so I'm pretty sure that's because... Wow, look at this. I'm pretty sure that's because of the recording more than anything. Anyway, we're heading into a tunnel, and I am loving this so far. This was worth it. This was so worth the money so far. Now, our next stop is in quite a while. 9.33 kilometers. We should put on our lights here, even though they don't really seem to do that much, but that's fine. Now, I'm not sure how this will work. It did say in the route, you know, the scenario information at the beginning, it said this route would take 80 minutes. Obviously, I'm not going to make a video for 80 minutes. I'll see how it goes. What I might do is, if it's a route where you're supposed to go there and back, obviously I'll only go there. And again, we're getting crazy frame drops. And then even if, you know, and then if I do go all the way there, I might even have to break that into 2 videos. But anyway, we'll see. My idea of the video is really just to give you an impression of what the DLC looks like, what the add-on looks like. It's not really to show you every single thing. But yeah, I would say ignore the frame drops. I'm pretty sure if you play this without recording, you wouldn't get those crazy frame drops. But this is looking really nice. The scenario is really interesting. The add-on, like the type of scenery is really interesting. We haven't had this kind of, well, I haven't seen this kind of scenery before in this game, so it's really interesting for me. We got a little bit of hilly stuff here. And also we got another tunnel that's coming up soon. Look at all the lovely flowers. They do look nice, don't they? They do look nice. Right, we got just under 7 kilometers. So how many stops is it? Let's do this one. So we've got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stops. So that is quite a lot, isn't it? We'll see. I'm not sure how close together they'll be. Wow, look at this. Wow. And I'm speeding. Big surprise there. Speeding like a boss. As always. That should be my middle name. And we've got quite a hill that's coming up, so I don't need to... I'm not going to use any more power because we've got quite a hill here. So it should help us to maintain our speed. Hopefully. Now, Justtrains are having an offer right now that if you do purchase this right now, you get quite a lot of extra loyalty points. I buy quite a lot of stuff from Justtrains, and I find the loyalty point system really cool. because I end up saving quite a lot of money by the discounts that I get from the loyalty points. Now I know we are speeding, but there's a hill coming up soon. There is a hill that's coming up soon, so that should slow us down. Although we are speeding rather a lot. Come on, hill, we need you. Like I've said before, I don't really care about the points in this because I'm not really a big one for the actual career. I don't see the point really in the career because there's no reason why you need to have a good career statistics, if you know what I mean, in this game. I don't see the point. So even though I'm getting crazy minus points from speeding, I really don't care. It's more about me enjoying the routes and the trains. Right then, so we've now got 3.6 kilometers. We've not got too long now. It'll be interesting to see if we if we end up going through a wide variety of scenery. Obviously we're in the country now. It'd be great if we could go through, you know, some areas that are a bit more built up. That would be cool. We'll see. I get the impression this part of the world maybe isn't going to be that built up in any areas, but we'll see. I could be wrong on that. Now you do have to kind of be careful with your speed on this route because it's quite hilly. There's quite a lot of hill drops and things. And there are rather a lot of trees. I don't think I've seen any traffic, mind you. Haven't seen any traffic. I'm not sure if that's because of realism, though, or if it's just there's no traffic. You would have thought to see, oh, but there's only a single line. That's probably why. You know me, guys, you know that I'm an idiot sometimes, but at least I did realise it's a single line. So that's why there's no traffic. Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? That would make sense. Right, so we're getting close to the station now. Only a couple of kilometres to go. Let me have a look at this. So, 9. Okay. Again, crazy frame drops, but I'm pretty sure that's just from recording. I am recording the game, well, I am recording the video on a different drive to where the game is installed, so I don't think it's because of that. You know what I need to do actually? I need to install this game on an SSD. I know that I've talked about it before. I have it just on a regular hard drive. I'm pretty sure maybe some of these frame drops while recording might also be because the hard drive I have this game on is a regular hard drive. Maybe with an SSD, and I need to start braking here because I'm like forgetting. I'm forgetting that I've got a station pretty soon. Okay, that should do the trick. But yeah, I'm pretty sure if I put this game on an SSD, you might find some of those drops get a lot less. I'll have to, well, yeah, maybe I'll just uninstall some other stuff from SSD and install this. I have been meaning though for me to buy another SSD because I have an SSD as my main Windows drive that I boot up from, but it's a little bit old now and it's also only an 80GB drive. So what I was thinking of doing is buying like a nice new drive which has maybe, you know, which is maybe half a terabyte, and using that, you know, exchanging that for the 70 or 80GB drive that I'm using now. Right, the station is right here, and it's a very small station. Maybe not that small. Okay. Let's let people on and off. Oh, look at that. There's like flies over there. Look. Flies. Wow. So this is a little bit of a built-up area. I do like the way that they've made everything look very, very Japanese. And it looks nice to me. I mean, okay, they maybe could have added some more details. And there's a woman walking on grass there. So it certainly is not perfect, but it looks pretty nice, pretty authentic looking. So I'm pretty happy with that. Now let's check the next station. So we should be going... We're going to... What does that say? Begins with M. Matsu something. So I want to check. Center player. Do we need to play with any points? And it looks quite far away, doesn't it? No, we don't need to play with any points. So that is good. So let's see how far the next station is. 8.74 kilometers. Bye-bye. I have a feeling when I see the cross, I need to use my horn. I know that in the last video, in one of the videos where I did an American train and route, I think they were saying that whenever you see the W sign, you need to use your horn. You know, like, this is why I say that I'm a casual player. I enjoy this game, I enjoy playing it, but I don't know all the fine details about, you know, how I'm supposed to play it. And again? Yeah, I think that's it, because obviously you need to use your horn just in case anyone is trying to go over the crossing. Right, I think we can go a bit faster. So we're heading over to this Matsu, and wow, how do you say that? I can't even say that. I'm not even going to try saying that, the name of the next station, but we're heading over there. Oh, the trees. I love the trees. Don't you? That's not helpful, is it? I thought this was going to be a train that was a lot slower. When I saw this train, it almost looked a bit like a tram, doesn't it? So I thought it was going to be quite slow, but no, it's actually quite fast for, you know, for this kind of vehicle. It feels quite fast to me. Yeah, we are fair motoring. We are cooking on gas, so to speak. Yes, we are. Ooh, I was wondering if I could open the door. Doesn't seem so. Well, we're going to be speeding anytime soon. Welcome back to the land of speeding, courtesy of Simulated Heaven. Yeah, look at the track. It's really up and down, isn't it? But, you know, that always helps to keep the journey interesting. When you've got things you need to keep an eye on. I think we can use this now, yeah. The last time I used it, there were loads of trees in the way. Yeah, it's a cool train, man. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. I think that sometimes I kind of shy away. Woo, we're speeding again. We're really speeding now. I think sometimes I shy away from trains that are very simplistic, but this is an example of a train that just goes to show you that actually you can have some really interesting trains that are very simplistic but still interesting and fun to drive. Like, I feel this is really fun to drive, and it's relatively fast. Like, there's nothing worse than you have a train that's so slow, you know. So, because even if the scenery is really amazing, if you're driving so slow, you know, personally I find that really boring. So that's why sometimes I do shy away from the more simplistic trains. This one is pretty cool. Okay, so we're halfway there. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to end this video, and I'm going to make another video which is going to be a part 2, which is going to have the rest of this route. So thank you for watching this video, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.